Over some more.
Where?
This way. More. Right there.
Alright. Yep. Chrissy, is that good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, is that good?
Check. Can y'all hear me?
It's
Sign.
fabulous.
Baby, check, baby.
Sign,
One,
is
two.
that good?
Okay,
Check,
I
baby,
got you.
check.
Check.
Ain't that how you supposed to do it? Mic
That's
check.
it. That's it
Okay.
right here.
No, you gonna cooperate. Now look. I want you
You
right.
gotta be strong with it. Put it.
I
Yep.
want you right. Oh, shit.
Okay. Check.
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 Mic check.
One more.
Mic check.
You want me to say check again too? I
No.
don't feel like I wanna
You good. I
participate.
want to make
Oh,
sure
okay.
his is there we go. We gotta turn that newer sign around. Cause that's where all the flavor is right there. Oh.
You almost got knocked out.
It's gonna be Orlando's gray area.
Do you
Get this
see?
mic.
You don't
Oh,
have to get very close.
oh Lord.
Okay. I
Yeah.
feel like you have to because that's what
No,
they be doing on television. I
that's-
think I just
That's
shared.
actually why I made it low.
Check.
Check. Mic check.
Ooh, I hear
It's a
you
little
strong,
static,
bro.
you know.
I hear you
Can you
strong.
back
I
up
can't
a
hear
little
nothing
bit?
in mine.
You can't hear any.
You probably got the wrong one
Yeah,
on.
we get them headphones on.
Yeah.
It's probably them right there. That's.
I can hear clearly now. The rain
There you
is
go.
gone.
There we go.
There we
It's
go.
gonna be a
Chrissy?
ride.
I'm good.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can, but I can't.
You,
Pull your
is
mic
that
up.
better?
Pull it up a little bit. You ain't that short.
Pull it like this way, and then make sure the newer words are facing you.
Yep. I can hear myself.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, we got you now.
I didn't
I
really
want to
look-
make sure the
cover my
viewers can
face.
hear you because sometimes
Yeah.
it's hard to hear.
Yeah.
And you know, people on Facebook have their phone turned down, but then they tell you they can't hear. So we want to make sure.
Turn your phone up.
All right.
Now I can't even smile. You got me like self-conscious and stuff.
Pamela Cunningham.
I
That's
got
right.
you
Chrissy
self-conscious.
Collins.
Because
Think
you
about
said
this.
something about my
Think
teeth.
about that sentence.
You made me feel some kind of
you.
way. You could have kept that comment to yourself, sir.
Not within my personality. I calls
You
it
like
I
'em. I can
season.
hook you up. The dentist is just in
No.
Fort Wayne. I can hook you up. We can get them diamonds on your teeth too.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Never would have made it.
The singing and dancing talent skipped over you.
Doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it.
I know. We've
Exactly.
seen.
Wow.
Bro, what's just
One
gonna be
more
Ray?
time with this.
This just freezes up. Well, when it goes to the end,
I
it
can
stops.
sing. I think I can. This make me feel like I can really sing.
Is that on the looper?
No, and I was trying to find it.
It's under the Safari browser.
Okay.
Kill me softly. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm done
So
now.
who's worse?
And then click on
There it is.
Infinity Looper. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Cool. Got it right here. There we go.
Okay, we're gonna have to go with the old intro because this one ain't playing.
So as soon as the video shows up, you're gonna hit.
Boom, boom.
You're gonna hit
Yo,
on
yo,
it,
yo,
okay?
yo. Can y'all hear me loud and clear out here in the building?
Yo.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Remember we had like a 3-hour practice run?
That was so dope, though. I wish you would have recorded.
Yeah,
it.
man, yeah.
I mean, that was some legit stuff.
It was.
Like,
Like,
I didn't know
Well,
it was
she,
gonna be.
well,
a
she didn't even
practice
know. Like, she came to see the spot, and then
Yeah.
I said, have a seat real quick, man. We about to. She was like, what?
Oh my gosh, she had me on TV. What I do?
Man, it's hot as hell, man. We'll turn the air on.
I thought you was gonna turn the arrow on.
Whoa! My bad.
You know, we got a lot of melanin. It's hot in here.
I know.
We talking and stuff. It's
A
gonna
lot
heat up. It's gonna get hot.
from here.
it's all y'all fault. I'm like,
You
See, hey, brother, listen.
But you the one sweating.
Man, I got the damn heat. Damn heat on.
yeah, y'all used to it. I'm not used to all that
Heat on.
radiation.
wow.
He said radiation.
Radiation of what?
I'm hosting watch parties from 3 different pages, Ray. So just tell me when
You
we
sitting
go.
on-
Huh?
you sitting in there?
Don't worry, Sonny. I got mine just right.
She was playing, boy.
I feel like I can sing. Don't tap on me. You just, me and you, we're gonna be friends. We're gonna get this relationship on point. Talking about my teeth. Chrissy give me enough. She.
Cause you've like,
She's
cause
mean.
you're 49 and you have
I am.
teeth.
Hold up.
Sensory overload. Sensory overload.
I like it.
That was her song.
You
lied to me.
We're gonna mute all the microphones.
Thank you, sir.
Are we going live now?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
When you hear the music, we are live.
He
Okay.
said, hush.
Return of the Mac once again. I'm gonna say that, man, when we go live. Watch. Not Return of the Mac. Wait a minute. Gray area. Return of the Mac once again. Okay, now where do I put this joint at?
Hello, viewers. We are live right now from the Gray Area Media Studios, and I know y'all like, y'all been,
Where y'all been at, man? Like, what is y'all names again?
how y'all in the studio again?
We forget, yeah, with all the COVID stuff going on, with no
Yeah,
mask on,
yeah.
but it's all good, man. We got family down here, so we good.
We do.
So
And,
I'm gonna turn the
I
mic.
just need to mute their phone real quick.
Please, I bet that's Chrissy.
That's
over
all
there.
right.
Volume down, please. Is the volume down?
Don't blame things on me.
We bring
You don't
Hope
even know.
Network in the building,
Just
y'all.
cut you off.
Yay!
21st century parents. What's your name again, man? Tell the people, man. What's your name again? So, you know, they probably forgot.
I'm really for real because we've been gone so long. So this is your boy Ray E,
This is your boy P. Wells. What's happening?
and we are back in the Gray Area Media Studios with some very special guests.
Yes.
Here we have We Bring Hope Network. They are the pillars of hope. Look at that: life skills, career development,
Look at that.
mental wellness, self-development.
That's
Come on,
right.
y'all. Let's give it up.
Yeah, man. And the colors.
We need a lot more of that these days. We're right in the cusp of getting ourselves together, and
People wanting hope.
hope is important. Obama
Helping
ran
other
on that
people and helping
campaign.
them involved. That's what it's about.
For sure, for sure.
That should be a T-shirt. Hope is, or your tagline. Hope is important.
You hope it's important. It's necessary.
There
Our
we go.
tagline is sowing seeds of love. hope, and
Okay, excuse
talent.
me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But we will make a T-shirt with that. Can you say it again? So
You
it's
got that on
recorded?
record?
Yeah.
Hope is important.
Write that
She,
down.
and I want some
Necessary.
I want some publishing on that or something.
okay.
to go with
That's
that.
why she said say it again on record.
It's all good. Nah, it's all good. Because if y'all make the shirts,
I got it. It's here. It's done.
It's a fundraising shirt.
But no,
You can't get anything
but
for it.
but it's true what you're saying because
Yeah.
you can make it through anything if you have hope.
exactly, man, you're right,
There
brother.
we go. They said it was sounding. The audio's bad. How's the audio now? I just adjusted it. It should be better.
Please say the audio
Please
is great.
confirm if it's better. And there's like a 5-second delay, so. All right.
Is the audio
Okay.
good?
All right. It should be good. The audio looks good. And y'all let us know if it is. Okay, so let me introduce y'all. We Bring Hope Network is here in the building. We have Chrissy Collins,
Hello, co-founder.
co-founder, and then Pamela Cunningham,
co-founder, VP.
co-founder,
That's what I'm talking
and
about.
then Orlando Jordan.
Resident expert about everything. No I'm kidding.
Orlando
some stuff.
Jordan.
Some stuff.
You're also a pastor
Yes.
of the church.
So I'm the senior pastor of Resurrection Community Church, 2502 East 38th Street, right in the heart of the Avondale Meadows area.
That's a crucial area right there.
Very crucial.
I
Is
got a question
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you, because me being a business owner, sometimes I struggle with when you start a business, you want to make sure that you get in areas where you're gonna see something, or but this is a church, this is different, but it's kind of similar. But what drove you to have a church right in the middle of the Meadows?
So oddly enough, man, the church that I pastor now is the church I grew up in.
Nice.
And so we have actually been in that space, in that area, since 1983 and 1984.
Yeah.
So we've seen it all. We've seen the rise and decline of Cub Foods.
Yeah.
We've seen and experienced a food desert for almost 30 years.
For sure.
Where we kind of banded together with other churches, and you know, our food pantry still operates today.
Yeah.
But you know, it's needed and necessary, and so for as let me take off my pastor hat for a second, and as the board chair for the Community Development Corporation.
Sure.
Come on, bring your business
Right.
into the neighborhood.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we can see more people that look like us
Right.
running businesses.
Right, and that's big, man. You know, I when we were small, I think I was like 10 or 11, maybe 12. But we used to live in the Meadows.
Okay.
You know, when we first came from Chicago, because we're from Chicago, and then at 9, 10 years old, we moved to Indianapolis, and one of the first areas we lived in was the Meadows. And when you're young and you poor, you don't know what's poor and what's not. And I think that's the disadvantage that a lot of young people that are poor from, you know, not affluent areas come from, is that they don't know what's not poor or not.
Right.
My mother used to take us to Chuck E. Cheese when we was little, and we just thought we had the best life ever. It wasn't until we got to high school we like, oh, we poor.
Look at where you are now.
poor, you know.
Yeah. But see, you lucky, man, because I didn't find out that we were poor until like college.
Right.
And people, we used to eat ramen noodles. I was like, that's poor? Wait a minute, we just
Yeah.
that's poor.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That was a delicacy. I love ramen noodles.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Wait a
man,
minute, I found out that we weren't poor because our parents tried to pretend like they were poor.
Right.
So we stopped asking them.
Oh.
For real?
yo, that's some great reverse psychology, boy.
Yeah.
Like straight
We ain't
up.
got no money.
You got the money, man, but you sitting up.
You know, they was like a waste
It kept you humble.
Wait, we not poor? I've been wearing all these hand-me-downs my whole life, and we not poor?
Gotcha.
Chrissy,
Oh,
Chrissy,
we got
stop
money,
it.
money.
You never wore hand-me-down. Stop it.
I did.
When?
How you know? Before high school. Don't play with me.
Who was
You
handing
know
it
that.
down to you? You the only
I know.
girl.
That's what I'm saying, man.
You're the only girl.
Man, she wear no
Who
hand-me-downs,
handed
man.
it
I
down?
have cousins.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, you
my
got sister cousins.
I
Okay.
have
Validate.
sister cousins.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is, hey, man, it is what it is, man. She just be wilding over there.
Man, don't even start. We live, man.
Brain Hope Network, man. Listen,
Brain hope.
I love the name. You know what I'm saying, and the attributes to it. You know what I mean?
That logo is just fantastic.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't know who
Yeah.
made that, but that's
Yeah, I don't know who
golly,
made it
that's-
either.
We're going to give a
beautiful.
shout out to Mr. Ember for making that.
He a trip, he a trip.
He stepped it up about 1,000 notches for us so we can
Appreciate
be
that.
presentable. So
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man, it's dope, man. So how'd you come up with the name and the idea to
You want
You
to
go
be
first.
be
Go on
part
that,
of the
yeah.
We Bring Hope Network?
I
Well,
was the
honestly,
pusher on
with
her.
We Bring Hope Network, that was a collective. I asked quite a few people and went into that. But when you think about hope, it gives you some power. It plants a seed. You know, there's a lot of times in my life that I didn't feel like I had hope. So
Talk to us.
what
What's
we
up?
want to do is bring hope, like, and know that you have an opportunity to grow from whatever you're coming from.
For
So.
sure.
That's what's up, man.
That's beautiful. So, and Pamela, I'll give you a chance to chime in on We Bring Hope Network.
Well, Kristen and I actually work together on our day jobs, and we've been talking about this for the last 3 years.
Something like that.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah.
Long conversation.
That's good, man.
About some things that she's dealt with and some things that I've dealt with, still dealing with, and a lot of people are dealing with. Especially one thing is mental health.
Sure.
I've dealt with anxiety and depression over the years, and I'm not ashamed of that. I had to get help. I'm still going through the process, and I realized that a lot of people are afraid to ask for help. So I want to be a catalyst to help people
For
know
sure.
that it's okay to ask for help. Get help, because you're
Right.
being paralyzed by something that could be corrected and fixed,
Right.
and help elevate you to another level where you can become more successful.
Right.
You can't. It's amazing how much a mental disorder such as anxiety, depression, PTSD can affect you in your job and elevate you to that next level until you
For
get
sure.
control, either through meditation,
Yeah.
prayer, might have to go to the doctor. You know, just you can be better than where you are today. You can always improve, and I want to be that resource for people to get there.
What tipped y'all over into let's just take action? Like, because a lot of people talk, for a long time, and then one day you say, you know what, we got to do something. Well, so what was the thing?
You see that why I smiled so big, because that's my sister girl right there. And to be honest and transparent, because that's how I roll, is that I had a mental health crisis back in November, October, November, and as Pam came to visit me and things like that, she was like, "This ain't you. This is not you at all. We got to pull you out of this. You too lively for these things." And she started talking about what we had been talking about over the last 3 years.
Right.
And honestly, We Bring Hope Network for me is purpose for my pain. Like, I have to do something with this pain. I've learned how to heal, and how dare I learn, and God bless me with
To not
these
bless other people.
tools and resources that I have and that I have learned to be able to heal and not share it with my community, share it with my family, share it with the world.
For sure.
So that's where we came up with planting seeds. Sowing seeds, we're planting seeds.
Right.
We're helping them grow. We're going to water them and take them all the way. We're not just going to give you little bits and pieces and say, here you go, here's a pamphlet. Let me go ahead and show
Right.
you where you find this information at. No, we're going to take you to that information. We're going to help and make sure you get that resource that you need, because that's what's wrong with our community now.
Speaking-
And we don't even talk about it. So if we're not talking about it, how are we going to be able to help you with it?
Right.
So the conversation starts here, right? It starts here, and then we're going to take you and help you heal along the way, because we're on this journey together.
What is your target, like, as far as like groups or like age groups of people? Is it
Well, if you
just
look at
the
our
youth?
mission that your wife helped us create,
Shout out to the wife.
right?
Shout out.
Shout out to Tamika. All 7 stages of life. So
Mm.
literally, we are trying to reach the child to the senior citizen.
That's what's
we are
up.
not going to leave anyone out, because the reality of it is the generation before us
Still have
has some
problems.
issues. They have PTSD. That literally, like, and I'm saying that because I have family members that didn't recognize that they had it until like we start having a conversation about it, and then realize that my great grandfather is the product of slavery, right? And then his dad's slave master talked to him this way, and then he went and talked to my dad this way, and then my dad goes and talked to me this way, and I'm like,
Right.
oh no,
Generationally,
homie,
it gets passed down.
exactly. No,
Yeah.
Knowing.
well, and it stopped right here, because I was like, nah, homie, it's not
Right.
going down like that. I
Right.
don't want to disrespect you or anything, but I am a human.
I got some
so.
questions for you. I'm gonna get back to you on that one.
And you in trouble. I'm in the family chat, and mom said we are poor.
I know that's right.
We are not poor.
Keep believing that, and you'll
stop
keep
playing.
the money in the
Stop
bank.
playing. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they used to say. Because I'm a spender. I will spend your money real quick. Don't play with it.
Orlando,
What's up, man?
what is your contribution to We Bring Hope, and just what are your hopes for this development?
So I'll tell you, I'm kind of just like a fly on the wall. I get to have conversations with my awesome sister, and so I play a very, very minuscule minor role in just random conversations. What do you think about this? What do you think about that?
Sure.
Brother, that's not a minor role, man. But go ahead.
Right.
Come on,
And
golly.
And
Especially
so-
with dealing with Christy. Go ahead.
And so,
Yeah.
I try not to be like, oh well, it was it ain't my idea. So I think that just kind of being there as a mental health worker, as a pastor, I wear too many hats, honestly, as a police chaplain, and so just trying to help out with different points of view, different perspectives.
And
21st century mother.
I'm gonna write you a demerit. Keep it up.
Wow.
I'm trying to figure out how to host a watch party. Nobody wants to show me. Stop playing with me.
But
This good stuff.
But this is my passion, man, to help people bring their passion to fruition.
For sure.
I should have went into consulting. That way I could have made some money off of it too.
Sure.
It's not too late.
You're right.
But you are a pastor, man. What got you? What got you there?
Honestly, man, so I've been pastoring more than half my life. I started pastoring I've been preaching more than half my life. So I started preaching when I was 10. Shout out to the Leos. August is my birth month. August 21st.
July 30th, man, it's the best day. But go ahead.
You still Leo? It's okay.
The Aquarius is in the house, but we're going to keep going with the
The best Leos are born on 7:30. But go ahead.
Anyway, but this year I turned 32, and
Just a baby.
but you know what? I love when people say that because I've done a lot in 32 years.
Yes, you have.
God has really blessed me to be able to experience and be a part of
Awesome.
a lot of great things. So 22 years of preaching ministry. I've been a pastor for 5 years, and I absolutely love it. I love people, and I love seeing people grow from the place of no hope into a place where they can now say and share with somebody else that there is hope. And because I have hope, I know that no matter how bad it gets, no matter how dark it gets, no matter how lonely I feel, I can make it out of this. And that's the beautiful thing about this COVID season. If you can hold on to your hope,
Boy,
you can quarantine.
Sure.
You can get the sniffles and be nervous for 3 days and then get your test and be like, oh, okay, I ain't really got it. I just got allergies. But if you have hope, but if you don't have hope, this season is gonna be real tough.
Mm-hmm. Hey, these are the only times we live in. If somebody go like this, everybody like.
You gotta explain to them. I sneeze. I'm sorry. I got allergies. You gotta explain.
People point at you and say, "COVID, get away from me."
Don't play, because I want to walk around so people know that people know I carry. But I want to walk around so bad with one of those infrared thermometers. When people sneeze, come here.
I mean, like it's just been so crazy with the change of life. Like you went from like, now the norm is wearing a mask in public and everywhere, and what are we gonna do when we don't have to wear them? I think people are still gonna wear them.
Yeah.
You look at places like China where they developed wearing them all the time, and then we used to laugh at them like, man, why they got on mask? But now we know why.
Our numbers.
Fashion statement.
Our numbers are skyrocketing, and their numbers are pretty much non-existent.
Right. Somehow they vanished.
They say, you stay in the house. Do not come out the house.
Oh,
I
Lord.
mean, some of these countries will slap you with a stick all the way up and down the street.
Yeah.
Don't play. But America. The problem with America is that we're so used to not having to abide by everybody's rules, which we consider some form of freedom. Not having to adapt to,
or certain people aren't.
Well,
The majority of the
right.
population.
I can't go to
Look,
Walmart
look.
in the middle of the
Look,
night.
that's what you talking about. That's a whole nother.
I just want to say,
that's
you
a
know what I
whole
mean? Like,
nother-
let's
I
keep
feel like
it
that's a
real.
whole nother show.
We might get into it, but we might not be able to cover everything.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm just saying, like, we're not adopting these things, or they are not.
But
and that's
the
Right.
American culture of people, we are used to just walking outside and doing what we want to do. We're going where we want to go. And now we have to abide by short-term laws that are being put in place that are not really being enforced, but you look at the news and media and everything, it's making you adapt to that.
Well, they claim that you are obligated to wear your mask if you are in an environment where you cannot practice social distancing. So it's not like you have to walk around with your mask on at all times. But I would highly advise people to do that, because you never know what's floating in the air now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm with you, man. Like all these not laws, but like all these like things that they're putting in in place to try to keep people safe, man. But a lot of people aren't even following, man, and stuff. I mean, it's crazy.
Right. And in the midst of all that, people are looking for hope, right? Looking for a way to just brings us right back around, till we bring Hope Network. And I said I wanted to get back to you on some questions in regards to
You should be talking.
something you said in regards to people growing up with PTSD, and this is something that black people deal with every day.
Exactly.
And don't talk about it. It's
Don't talk
embarrassing.
about it.
They're embarrassed.
And
Oh, they
we,
crazy. They
right,
just feel
right,
touched.
right. Because if
No.
we show any form of sadness or weakness, then something's wrong with us.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
we, as a culture, point at each other
Yeah.
like
Isn't that crazy?
We're harder on each other than we are on other groups of people, and we really should try and figure out how to get. There's this big thing. I'm on this group called Black Dollar, and it's growing fast. You know, it was like maybe 3 weeks ago it was 2,000 people, and
Yep.
then like
Yeah, I'm on
like
that too.
3 or
Yeah.
4 weeks is 13,000, 14,000.
Yeah.
And it's a great tool. I love it. I love
You need to
seeing
add us to that.
people get.
Yeah.
I will. I love seeing black folks get together
Right.
about business, and people get on there and they review your business. They tell you what's going on. You have some people that's negative, but it's just always some people to bring them back around. Like, look, we got to get to a place where we can hold each other accountable, but not ridicule somebody to the point where you don't give them a chance to correct their problems. And for us, I've always said this because I'm a business-minded person. If you're going to jump into a field of business, you have to try and match the same level of service that people are used to. Most people have, like, let's just use We Bring Hope Network, right? Y'all brand new. You're coming into a foundation where there's a lot of nonprofits trying to do what you're trying to do. You might be doing it better or different,
Right.
but you got to prove yourself now. So,
Yeah.
because it's some nonprofits that's been around for a long time,
Right.
and they've been getting money and all. So you're competing with them.
Mm-hmm.
So now, I was introduced, me being a technical writer and working for different companies. I was introduced to a nonprofit. I can't say their name since I worked with them as a contract, but they use tools we had no idea. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all as soon as we get off the air, but they use tools to demographically target certain people, laws, leadership, politicians, and it's very effective. But you would never know that because they don't talk about it.
Oh,
And that's what we
right.
need to talk about so that we can all
Right.
grow. There's enough out
Absolutely.
there for everyone to be successful.
Absolutely.
Let's talk
Thank
about
you.
it.
Talk
Let's
about
show.
that, Pam. Pam,
Absolutely.
you talk about it then.
But let me
talk
tell
about
you
it.
why they don't share it. Because a lot of these foundations, they got black and brown faces on it.
Yeah.
But the people that's running it are not black and brown faces.
Yeah, so we need to own
And
one.
they have figured out how to get millions and millions and millions of dollars from politicians and all these different facets and bring that money in and then decide what they want to do with it. The problem with getting money from politicians and lobbying and all that is if you get, like, let's just say to the Republicans gave y'all $40,000, they get to tell you what to do with it.
Exactly, and
That's the problem with a lot of like nonprofits
I'll
and
take
the
it
money.
to get started. I'll take it. I'll take it. If
There you
anyone's
go.
out there wanting to give the $40,000,
Absolutely.
I already have a program in place. I'll take it and I
There
will
you
help
go.
the community.
Talk it,
bring
Pam.
on.
Talk
There
that
you
mess,
go.
Pam.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Yeah.
And
Talk
this
it,
is
Pam.
not.
That
This
is
is
gonna
not.
get me started.
Absolutely, and this is not knocking any political party. It's just showing that as you get deeper into integration and integrated into nonprofits and things like this, you're going to be challenged with things that people that have been doing this for years are doing under the radar, and you will never know. They got Salesforce, they got integrated systems, software programs, and my mouth dropped because I'm thinking this is an old little organization, and I started looking at all the money they get, and then I started seeing how the strategies they were using to demographically target certain politicians in certain cities and states, and then they got replies, and I said, oh, this is what y'all doing and how y'all getting all this money.
I am
And while we don't know.
opposed of asking for help. That's one thing can do. We are both saleswomen,
Right.
but we also are intelligent, educated
Absolutely.
women. So I can communicate. We can talk about
I'm
it.
gonna put y'all
I'm
on
happy
game soon
to
as we
sit
get
down
off
in
here.
front of someone
Yeah.
and ask them, I need you to help some other people because naturally it's going to affect everybody. If everyone's mentally
Smart
healthier,
woman.
it's going to
That's-
bring it around in
And
a
then
circle.
Pam
It's going
talking
to help
that-
you too.
Absolutely, and that's the best way to be.
Pam
So,
spitting that fire tonight.
another issue we have in our
Our circle.
community
community.
is
That's a better word.
is that we don't reach out for help because of pride.
Exactly.
I ain't got no
Ego,
pride.
jealousy.
If I'm a nonprofit and I'm getting $2.5 million, but I know that the help that I have can't possibly help all the people that I got because I don't have the manpower.
Right.
I need to bring y'all in.
Let me tell you, I'm not prideful. I am not prideful. I will tell
Right.
you right now, there's some kids out there. Well, and so I will say honestly that I have a big heart for the youth and their families.
Yeah.
So what I learned over time, is that through years of therapy and realization and cycling back and understanding is that I'm on a journey to learn how to be healed,
For sure.
but my parents weren't on that same journey because they weren't taught that.
For sure.
Like, this is a new generation, you know what I mean? So we're seeking, like, you know, alternative ways to,
Absolutely.
you know, heal and thing, meditation, yoga,
Yeah.
whatever it is. But my parents weren't given that same opportunity because they were taught to go to work and
Survive.
provide, you know,
Right.
for their family, and that's it. They didn't have,
Right.
you know, scheduling 30 minutes out of your day.
Here, they was
just to even
focused on the
mess-
here and now.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Not
the here and
future.
now. Exactly.
Right.
But the other part of that is also that they were conditioned. Our
Right.
parents were conditioned that your business, what happens in this house
Stays in the house.
Stays
in this house.
Yeah,
Right.
got to that point.
And so it has developed a generation of people that scoff at mental health and being mentally
Sure.
healthy.
Yeah.
It has developed a generation and almost a mentality that if you go talk to somebody, you're crazy.
Right.
And that's not necessarily true, because our community is one of the only communities that you can come in and I can attack Ray and Chrissy and Pam won't say anything. They might join in. But if you go to other communities, if you go into a Hispanic community, if you go into a Jewish community,
It's not gonna happen.
I mean, let's look at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon spoke out against the Jewish community, and within 24 hours, his show was
He
canceled.
was cut off on almost every.
And
You say the truth. We are the real Jews. I mean, we are. But go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
And I mean, so just my point is, you can't go into other communities and wreak havoc and nobody say anything.
Right.
But it seems like all the time in our community, you'll attack one of us and then we'll attack you.
Right.
I
Which
mean,
is crazy.
J-
Like, come on, have my back.
Jada talked about an entanglement, and then they had memes.
Oh, man.
Oh my.
I did. I don't care. I said it once. I'm bold enough to say it again.
Okay.
But she talked about entanglement, and within 24 hours, you had videos on Instagram, sampling that entanglement piece
Yeah.
and putting music to it,
Yeah.
instead of looking at it from a standpoint of, is somebody around the way that's in an entanglement?
Right.
Right. Is somebody across town that you know
That's an insane.
that's an entanglement? And instead of saying, "Hey sis, hey bruh, you need to watch this because they're pouring out and sharing the problems that they had, and now this is where they're trying to get to."
Right.
And that's why, even as a pastor, I push. I say, hey, if you need to talk to somebody, go talk to somebody.
Right.
I am a senior pastor that has a therapist. I'm not crazy. I'm smart enough to know that when you have the weight of other people's lives in and on your life, it's smart to go talk to somebody and release. I have a lot of people that dump on me,
Right.
Who's
that
gonna
call
take care of
me
you?
Right.
and say, "Hey, I need to talk."
Right.
You know, I'm going to share this, and we're not going to go too far into it. I'm here tonight, and you know, my great grandfather passed away today.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much for being here. with
Condolences,
us. I
man.
appreciate
Sorry
it.
to hear
But it
Sorry to hear
is,
that, brother.
but I can't stop. I'm going to take time. I'm going to grieve. You know,
Sure.
I'm going to be mentally healthy.
Sure.
But at the same time,
You're
I
expected to
have,
be strong and show up in
Yeah.
places.
and so if you take a running stream and drop a boulder in the middle of it, it'll go around it only for so long. But sooner or later, it'll start to disintegrate that boulder and run right through the center of it.
Right.
So even rocks need to take time and be able to lean on somebody else and share with somebody else, because you can't be tough your whole life.
Right. Right.
It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't.
Right. And if you're not well, the people around you won't be well. So we have to get to a place where we fix ourselves within, because what happens is when we're not happy with ourselves, it shows.
For sure.
People might not even tell you, and they might just enable the fact that you are, because maybe it benefits them in some way that you're like that and not outgoing and want to be yourself. But we have to find a way to work within ourselves to make ourselves happy so that we can be happy for other people.
I want to lead into a question here, and I have the
Sure.
question for you, and it's about, like, with this COVID-19 and the children entering back into the school system. I'm scared that the children are going to be delayed and they're going to continue to get pushed through because
Yeah.
I'm not a teacher.
Mhm.
I'm not, and I have children in my home. One that might need more assistance than the other. So how are we going to help them cope through COVID-19? Do you have any suggestions? Do you have any ideas? Because our kids are in this transition with us, and they're stressed out. And some of the things that they're partaking in is not the healthiest for their mental. The video games, I did it. I hate that I did it, but I got a daughter and she loves it. And she's been quarantined. She's been staying away from interacting with us.
She
What
won't
should
come
I?
out of the room.
Oh, stop it. But what can I do for my children as they're entering back into the school system for however long they may be there? They're still going. I'm doing a Monday, Wednesday, Friday with my children, and every other Friday, I should say. How can I support my children during this time?
One thing I would say is build normacy for your
As
children.
much as possible, yeah.
Make keeping your mask on while around people whose cleanliness habits you don't know, be a norm for them. It's not to scare kids, and this is going to be something that a lot of parents, a lot of people are going to need to ask those questions of their individual children. Knowing your kids, what do I need to do that's going to help you grow in this season? And so I just completely think it's crazy that bars are closed, movie theaters are closed, all these other social gatherings are shut down, no conferences. People are trying to figure out how to do it through Facebook Live and all this type of stuff, but we're sending our kids to school. I think it was a school in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. They opened up on a Monday, I'll say, and by the end of Monday they had to quarantine the entire building. So by Tuesday, schools closed again because somebody came to school, didn't know, everybody got sick. So building normacy for your kids is something that I'm going to say is necessary. And if you're not a teacher, that's not everybody's gift. So if you're not a teacher, my suggestion is use your platforms, use your Instagram, use your Facebook page, and ask somebody. We just talked about asking, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Put it out there. Hey, I'm not a teacher,
Yep, be humble.
and say, look, do I have any friends out there that are teachers or that have access to resources of somebody that is tutoring? One of my friends, her name is Jessica Cushenberry. Her sister just put into and I need to add all my Wildcats to this. We have a Black alumni Ellen alumni
Wildcats.
page. It's like 5,000 people in there now, man.
that's what's up.
It's hot. But Jennifer Cushenberry's sister, her name escapes me right now, but has resources that she's tutoring kids virtually through all of this. And so I think that looking at those types of things also, 2 plus 2 don't just equal 4 no more. 2 plus 2, you got to take 2 apples and cut them in half and take the seeds out, and 2 plus 2 ain't our math.
Cut them
It's
in
different
half.
from their math. And we
Yeah,
try to teach her to
our
do
math
our
is different.
They don't believe us.
When I saw that, I said, no, we're gonna do it my way, baby. We're
Yeah.
gonna do it the way that I was
So
I was taught.
teaching has changed
Yes.
from
I mean,
March
they
the
turned-
16th to when they
And
came
I mean,
home.
they turn addition to long division.
I said, what?
I mean, the way you do addition is like
Right.
doing long division.
Multiplication.
And I'm
Kids don't believe
educated.
us
It's
because we're
rectangles.
teachers.
It make you question your education. Like,
Yeah, it
did I
does.
really get a master's degree?
No.
Wait a minute.
that's a-
Wait a minute.
Well, and I'll
Exactly.
say that care.com is not a sponsor. However, I'm not playing when I saw that Lawrence Township has a petition out so that everybody can go virtual. I'm not trained for that. I think I traumatized my child.
You did?
Like I did. You know what I'm saying? I know that I did because I have to work a full-time job virtually from home. You know what I mean? And then trying to teach my first grader, you know what I mean? And I'm education focused. Like, you know how I am. Like, education first, don't play with me, and then you can have fun in life. but you're gonna make sure that you come out intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm your mom.
You gotta prove to the world that I did not fail
I
you.
go off on a seat. I know Timmy's probably on
Yeah,
there. I will
but-
snap off on a seat. Don't play with
Yeah,
me.
exactly. Like it's not.
I'm mad about a
Hey.
B minus.
So,
That's a whole
last
problem.
night-
I'm with you. Caesar
Last
failing
night-
in my house.
Yeah.
Last night when I saw that, I was like, babe, like we gonna talk about this. We got 5 kids at home, like for real.
Mhm.
So care.com, who got the talents? Because I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's not. I went to school for business and marketing,
Mm-hmm.
and my degree is in project management.
Right.
There's a reason you are trained to be a teacher, and
Right.
I am trained to be a salesperson. Like
Right.
straight up.
I mean,
So
it's a
I
struggle to
recognize
do
this.
one kid at home virtually.
Oh.
You got 5.
And she got a spectrum. They not they not really close. They
Right.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
like
spectrum
yeah.
Nice.
of
I got
ages
to.
and
I shut
numbers.
it down after that. I'm scared to
Yeah.
death. I said I got 2 hands
No.
God gave me. I can snatch one up with this one and snatch the other one with this one. I was like,
You're not gonna reach at me like that.
Dang,
Man.
you gonna hold them up like this?
Yes.
You're not gonna
my
reach at
stuff-
me like that. I had
Look at you.
PTSD real fast. Like
Yeah.
It
my
took
mom's
you back,
hand.
didn't it? It
I
took
know,
You
you
right?
triggered him. Don't do that.
felt like my
Alright.
mama's hand was coming
We're
right at
We're
me.
gonna help you get through that. We're gonna find somebody that's gonna help you get there. But
Come
it
on.
seems as though you're already in therapy, so you're on the right path.
Come
brother.
on.
You'll be
Yeah.
all right tomorrow.
That's a segue though to my question for Miss Chrissy Collins over there. Man, I can't call her Chrissy Jenkins.
Kenny Cunningham said she ain't lying. She be pushing me hard to get
Oh.
My son came back
Yeah.
in the feed. You better read tonight. No, just
Where your book
No,
at?
but you know what was beautiful about us and during this time, and I always said that we were going to be the generation to change a lot, even though we struggle with our teenagers because we also were the kids that got whooped. So we raised kids and said, I ain't whooping my kids. I'm just going to talk to them. So that kind of backfires too.
I didn't say that.
I can't because
I
I started
did.
whipping my children. I was having issues. I was thinking I was getting whipped myself.
Right.
Whoopings got me through grad school.
Oh, I'm telling you,
I was
yeah.
nowhere near my mama, but some days I would be sick,
Yeah,
and I'm like, I ain't going to class today, and I'd be thinking like,
bro. I had
Your
a
mama
but
got
what if
that
my mama?
flashback.
What if my mama find out?
bro. I had
Leather bed was
hey, like
strong.
listen, bro. Like in college, man. I had a business prof call my mom, bro.
Are you serious?
In college. Oh man.
Oh man.
Man, and she put her on speakerphone. Was like, listen, your son think because he plays basketball that he can just show up, to this class
Kenny, you listening?
twice a week for the last couple of weeks. Man, my mom was like, boy, if you waste that damn scholarship, and she was going off, and like the whole class was listening. I'm sitting there like this, like, oh my god.
Somebody should have called your mom in high school.
Oh, they did.
Ooh.
Oh.
They did
Stop it.
several times.
Oh yeah, they did. And
It
sir over
worked.
here was with me a lot my sophomore year, but that's a whole nother thing. Oh yeah, we skipped
Don't
school a
rat
lot.
me out.
Hey,
He
listen.
was like, yeah, I was
Statute of
there.
Hey, look.
limitations.
Hey, look, we skipped
I was
school a
at
lot.
work.
We skipped school a lot. He ain't about to sit here, man, and act like he a saint, man. Hey, man, we skipped school a lot. Order pizza
I
and,
skipped
and
one
chill.
time and got caught. And I walked myself right
Skip
back to
school
school.
lots.
Not pizza and chill.
Yeah, chill out. Hey, man, watch movies, man. Watch Nutty Professor, man. Hey, we zoned out.
Hey, Marsh and Shayla Terrace was the hangout.
Yeah, all day,
I got
man. But but that's sophomore year. But look, Chrissy, this is what I want to ask you, right? Okay, now you don't have to get too personal, but I know a few weeks ago we had a one-on-one in here for about 3 hours.
because you talk too much.
No, you do. And you shared a lot of like personal stuff. So man, my question, man, to you is there like a particular story that you want to share with people that you could also connect it to We Bring Hope? And then if y'all want to share a story too.
So I'm a visual storyteller.
You got a PowerPoint?
So you need pictures? I mean, you
got
want
a
me
PowerPoint?
to draw some pictures up here or
My
something?
sister talented. You put a PowerPoint together about your. Come on.
I have. It's to recruit our board members.
Nice.
However,
That's what's up.
So I'm gonna tell you where We Bring Hope Network really came from for me.
Okay.
And I have no shame in my story at all, and that's the greatness in finding hope, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the greatness in seeing you don't have to live in your pain. And so We Bring Hope Network is, like I said earlier, I believe is purpose for my pain.
Mm.
So I was sexually abused a lot as a child and also raped as an adult. So with that came PTSD, mental health things, anxiety,
Sure.
trauma, and all that other stuff. So and like I said though, I recognized, I believe actually when I was younger, like when I was 26, that the first time I tried to take my life, my parents didn't know what to do. Like, I went to therapy. I literally remember getting my stomach pumped. And the therapist was like, do you want us to take you from your family? And I was like, why would I want to do that? Or a social worker. I'm like, no, I love my family. I just hate life. Because I did not know what to do with all that was going on in my head. Like, I really just thought the world was so ugly and I was just tainted because something else had happened to me again. And that was like the straw that broke the camel's back or something. And then with that, like, and I was honestly 14 years old. I had won pageants. I had, I'm the smartest in the family, intellectually. And
oh my.
I guess I'm adopted in. Okay, that works. Okay.
Right. Yeah. I have lots of awards and all that stuff. But to me, it was not just my parents, because my parents didn't know, right? But however, the school system failed me as well, because I'm sitting here getting like straight A's. I remember being spelling bee winner. Like, my brother was mad at me because I had a whole wall of awards, you know, and you couldn't tell me nothing. Like, absolutely not. Especially after I won that first pageant, bam, like, that just set the level off. But then for somebody to win pageants, multiple pageants, and be so intelligent, why didn't they say, what's wrong with this baby? Like, what's going on that you come in here trying to fight teachers and be crazy and all this other stuff and constantly talking crazy? You know what I mean? And nobody, it hurts my feelings, honestly, because I was having a candid conversation with my brother earlier today, and he was telling me some of the things that I was doing when I was little, but that I don't remember, like 3 and 4 years old, which were based off the things that happened to me. And I said, dang, I did that. Well, why did not anybody say, what's wrong with this baby at 4 years old and come and help her? So with We Bring Hope Network, that's why there's where it came to fruition. Because I said, we can't have no more babies out here living angry that God put something better in their life to do, because the world is so ugly and want to take it from us. And I just don't want anybody else trying to take their life either, to be honest. And I'm not even gonna pray. During that mental health crisis, that's what I did. You know what I mean? Like, Pam came and saw me in the hospital. I will never lie about it. I'll be so honest, you know. But it was because that day there was so much pain going on in my family. It became overwhelming to me that even like my immediate family, like my children and everything, were blocked out of my mind. I was just sad. I was like, this world is disgusting. This is ugly. I cannot handle it. And then, and thank God that, I mean, I'm not going to shout out to my company, but I have the resources that I had, and a lot of people do not have the resources that I had. I literally did not work for 4 months and still got a paycheck, and then went to a $30,000 program and learned how to heal, you know what I mean, and truly heal. Like, I'm like, dang, if somebody would tell me this when I was 14, oh my God. Like, some children might not be here. Everything happened for a reason. I believe it. I don't think God makes any mistakes.
For sure.
So I am literally taking purpose for my pain and making sure that our babies are not going through this.